How's it going, everyone? Evan from Battlehawk Armory. We are out here at the range once again, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Todd from Jacob Grey with us. So, before we jump in, we have already done a review on the Jacob Grey Hex 9. So that is this pistol right here, pistol that we really like. It is of the double stack 9mm 1911 variety. But you guys have something new today to show us. So what do you have?
This is the new NOX 9, and you guys are the first people to get a chance to touch, feel, and hold this thing, and I think it passed its test today.
Yeah, absolutely.
The NOX 9, it's kind of been leaked a little bit on social media over the last couple of weeks, but today's the launch day. We're going to we'll kind of go through the gun. So we've remodeled the whole grip texture, the grip module. You guys were saying that kind of early. It's not what you're used to because we went kind of outside their realms of normality in the 2011 grip, the 1911, double stack grip. But all the parts you see here are the copper. We call it Canyon copper. All those parts are billet. We do all those parts in house at our facility. It's a ported, comped gun, steel frame. So there's a lot of upgrades. It's kind of a new animal in our lineup compared to what we've been doing for the last couple of years.
So we have a ported barrel and a compensator up front. Todd, why don't you tell us about this compensator? How is this going to actually be attached to the NOX 9?
So we're doing it integrally, so it's going to be part of the barrel.
Okay.
We're having that spec, and that barrel is being made for this gun and perfect for this gun. So the barrel and the comp will be one piece.
Cool. So what that means essentially is if you live in a state where threaded barrels are a no-go, this barrel and comp are all one single piece, which is fantastic. First of all, because it's just available in more locations. Second of all, we never have to worry about this compensator coming loose because it is actually a part of that barrel itself. Why did you decide to do the ports on top of the barrel as well?
We were doing a lot of market research, and I had a group of about 30 guys come into our shop and bring their double stack 1911s, and we went through like a whole day of shooting, and at the end of the day we made the decision to port and comp was something that everybody, they were like, there's some guys doing it, how flat can you make your gun? You've noticed today right off the bat how soft this gun is. We've done a ton of testing on this, probably 10 or 15 renditions of different hole sizes and things like that, but I think we found the right secret sauce on this one.
We do tend to see a little bit of reliability issues when we start comping and porting pistols, right? We're robbing some of the recoil energy. We're making the pistol do different things. We didn't have any sort of issues with reliability with the comp and porting that the NOX 9 has. So obviously, the research that you spoke to has, come to fruition. The pistol works really well and feels fantastic. What kind of finish do you have on the NOX 9 here?
So we're doing a DLC finish on everything except the grip module because that's aluminum. We still got to do anodizing. The magwell funnel is going to be aluminum anodizing. The frame and the slide and the comp and the barrel and all the other armored billet parts are all DLC coated.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, DLC is an extremely premium finish. It works really well. It has a lot of lubricity, and it basically is super tough. So the finish is fantastic. Shot a ton of rounds through this today, and it still looks really great and also cleaned up really well. Unlike the Jacob Grey products, similar to the Hex and some of the other offerings that are meant more for carry, this is a full-weight steel frame, again, pick rail for any accessories that are on there. Trigger on these guys. Can you speak to the trigger a little bit?
Yes, sir. So this time we're doing an adjustable or a take-up trigger. So we do actually have the adjustment in there if you want to make your adjustments on the trigger. It's our traditional patented one-piece trigger that we've been doing for years. It's made out of one piece of billet aluminum.
Right.
So we cut that out from one block. And then, that's the same trigger concept, but, we've been able to adjust it a lot more. You can feel it on this gun. The other part that's really important on this gun is we're cutting our hammer and our sear in-house on our CNC machines. We're coming off the machines with perfect engagement at like 2.5 pounds. So really hard to do that on a CNC, but that's what we've been able to do with all the, taking some time and really making some stuff in-house specific to this gun. And then that will overlay to some of our past guns with some upgrade kits and things like that. We have definitely learned our way through the 2011 space, and we feel like this is kind of the next chapter in Jacob Grey's and NOX 9, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and just in zeroing it, like the control that you have with this trigger, being lighter and it having such minimal travel, it's just fantastic. So if you like 2011 triggers, if you're used to some of the other Jacob Grey things, this is product improved, right? It's just truly fantastic.
So we're doing an oversized mag release, which I know you like a lot.
Oh
So
yeah,
can
love
can
them.
you speak to that?
Fantastic. Yeah. So for those who haven't figured it out, I am left-handed, and I have a lot of issues with these oversized mag releases on any pistols. Where when I'm actually firing, you can see I kind of cover it with my middle finger, and the magazine likes to pop out. The good thing there, it is threaded. It is removable. So I did drop a ton of mags, but it is threaded and removable. So I did have a little bit more luck when I actually removed that oversized button. So that is user configurable. Next thing, we should probably talk about the safeties. So they are ambidextrous.
And that's our safety. We designed that from the ground up. We've made that safety. It's probably rendition number 6 of what we developed from, the last 10, 12 months of figuring out this new gun.
Yeah.
It's also DLC, but you can notice there's a really good feather in here. You don't get the hot spots that you generally get on some of the 2011 safeties. We as a company wanted it to be soft in the hand, but have enough aggression or grip texture to actually be able to utilize it when needed. So what we've done is we've cut this back channel out too. So like where a lot of your palm where your palm kind of wraps around the gun, we wanted to channel this out. And I think we've done a really good job of making this seamless. Like our mainspring housing is hardly seen. You can hardly see it with the seams. So they've done a great job on the machining side to kind of make that all blend. But this part right here is what people generally pick it up and they're like, I feel different. I don't know what it is. And I got to kind of explain to them, well, if you notice this part here and then the swell here is really nice. And then the way that they feathered everything together, it's just an amazing pistol. It's different. It is different. Sure. We had one of your other guys that was just like, I love it, but I got to get used to it. But once I got used to it and realized where I got to hold it, everything kind of came together and he was on target. I think one of the coolest thing about this gun though is the dot doesn't move. It just tracks perfect.
Yeah. So speaking about the dot, what kind of an optics mounting system are we utilizing on the NOX 9?
So we're going to come out, it's when we do the production, it'll have a front post sight, just a small metal but it's part of the barrel. And then we're going to have a RMR plate come from the factory.
Okay.
In the future, we will develop a cover plate if somebody doesn't want to shoot it. But this is a gun that's not really used anything outside of a red dot. But we will have a cover plate that if somebody wanted to, they could run it without a dot.
So RMR plate coming with it. And then are those plates compatible with anything else? Or are they going to be specific to ours?
Yeah, they're going to be specific to our gun. Cool. So one of the cool things that we do on the machining side is we run a channel up underneath our... And it kind of indexes, so it like sits down on this channel, and then it can't spin this way or the other. So once you're tight on your screws, that's not the only thing holding it. It's the channel that actually indexes it.
One of the big things, we'll talk about the grip here in just a brief moment, but inside of that grip, we're still using standard double stack 9mm 1911 magazines. So magazines that are coming with this.
This gun will ship if you're in a state that has 10 round mags, it'll ship with checkmate mags, 10 round checkmates. And if you are in a state that doesn't have 10 rounds, there will be Atlas 17 rounds.
Okay. Yeah, and we did shoot checkmate mags, Atlas magazines, and some staccato magazines today. Everything worked just fine in this. So compatible with any of the magazines essentially that are on the market right now that you may already have or that you can just run out and pick up. But the grip itself, what do we have going on with the grip?
So the grip is aluminum. We've always done aluminum. That's kind of one of the things that we believe is from the beginning of Jacob Grey is we want to be aluminum grip all the time. No polymer, no plastic. With our aerospace background, it just doesn't feel right to do something that's plastic when we've made, titanium parts for so many years for these airplanes. So the grip is, the NOX is named after the X on the grip. So NOX is the name of the gun. It's like a Greek word for dark or black or something like that they came up with. So, but the X is very cool on here. And it not only does the grip, the way that we design the grip of the ergonomics grab your hand, but the actual X's do a really good job of grabbing your hand. And I was showing you guys earlier, if you look at the back strap, these 3 rows kind of went through a 3rd process or 4th process of cutting, and the side ones didn't, because we wanted to make sure it was grip but like not cut you. And there's a lot of guys out there doing guns right now that are just like so aggressive that you like you have to wear gloves or you're bleeding by the end of the day. And I don't think any of us after a couple thousand rounds today have felt like we need to go home and put some band-aids on or anything.
No, not at all. And we shot out here today, tons of different drills, lots of rounds through this pistol. My hands are perfectly fine. I'm not torn up at all. And just the way that everything kind of comes together, it is enough grip texture, where you're not slipping at all. We shot in the rain, and I had no issues with the grip texture today. But again, I could do it again. As long as you got ammo, you're not going to get tired of shooting it, just because everything about it has just come together beautifully to create a fantastic shooting pistol. The way that the slide rides on the frame is just beautiful. I mean, it's fit incredibly well.
So there's 1 thou of tolerance between that slide and that frame.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it, you can feel it. It's just fit incredibly. The actual shooting experience, first of all, is extremely soft, but to me, it almost feels kind of like you're driving a Cadillac or something like that. Like you're riding on like air suspension, like air cushions. The way that the pistol is set up, the dot, even with this slightly smaller optic, this C&H optic that we have on here, the dot stays in the window the whole time with an appropriate grip pressure. And you could even go crazier with some of the, better or perhaps just larger window, more competition oriented, range oriented optics that are out there.
What do you think about the serrations we did on the side? I think they look the part. How did that work for you as fast as you were going?
The serrations are fantastic. I like that not only do we have just serrations, but the actual high spots on those serrations are checkered as well. So you have tons of grip, tons of control when you actually manipulate from the front.
Notice I did it right there too for your
Oh yeah. So it just looks awesome, and it's also super functional. So
you can get so high on this firearm, and a lot of the reason it runs like a Cadillac is because how high you are, that slide's just rolling right back over your hand. And a lot of guns, if you can't get high enough, you're getting a lot of muzzle flip. And I don't have large hands at all, but I can almost overlap my fingers together on this grip, and that brings a lot of opportunity to the female shooters too that are in competition, because those girls, some of them may not be able to, or always feel like that grip's just too big, or can't get to where they want to go. So the question I asked him earlier was, he came back, he ran like a sub-6 with 27 shooting and running around doing his thing, and I'm not really good at this talking about all those drills you were doing. You have to school me up tomorrow. But I said, he's a sponsored shooter with Atlas, so I was like, give me your honest opinion. How does it stack up against the Atlas that you're used to?
So the biggest thing to me, the main difference is the comfort, right? Atlases are race pistols, right? They're meant specifically for competitions, whereas this is just, it's like your everyday extremely nice vehicle. So maybe like a G-Wagon, right? For more car analogies. Everything is super comfortable, right? The shooting experience is just so easy. The Atlases are definitely violent pistols, right? They are fast, they are race pistols, whereas again, this is just, it's so gentle. Like you'll see it in the shooting footage. Not only is it soft, but there's just, again, no fatigue whatsoever. So it's extremely nice. Like everything about it just feels premium, right?
Jacob, whenever he designed this, and it's taken him 10 or 12 months, but it's a gun that's been in his head for 12 years. And I'm like, what could you imagine a guy that's an aerospace guy for 12 years wondering when he can make this perfect gun, and he's finally been able to do it with this, even from the blending on the back to the, all the seams. It's just, he's left no stone unturned on this one. We're really excited about it.
Every touch point on this pistol, you can tell, has had a fair amount of attention paid to it. All of the materials are premium. All of the finishes are premium. Everything comes together beautifully. And, I mean, we just had a lot of fun with this pistol today. It was just an absolute joy to shoot. And, I mean, the thing is wicked to actually shoot out on the range. So what I think I want to do next is, we did shoot a bunch of drills, things that aren't really in your wheelhouse. So I'm just going to tag in my partner in crime, Tucker, real quick. We'll talk about the actual shooting differences between the Hex, so kind of the legacy product, and the brand new NOX 9, and we'll wrap it up. But we really appreciate you coming out and bringing these pistols out for us to try out today.
I love it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, so Tucker, we shot some Jacob Grey pistols today.
We did.
We started off with the Hex, and what we did today was we shot an IDPA classifier. So you've probably already seen us shoot those before, but it's 25 rounds in 5-round increments, essentially, some strong hands, some reloads. We were feeling pretty good, so we ran over and shot a little bit more dynamic, kind of USPSA hit factor style drill. I do like this pistol quite a bit. I shot it pretty darn well, so I shot about a 6.5 second clean run on the little stage that you'll kind of see us running through. So the Hex was a lot of fun, but then we switched over to the new NOX 9. So how did that go for you?
Yeah, that is money. That is one of the flattest shooting pistols I have shot ever. Really, really enjoyed that. I was, like you spoke earlier with Todd, a little concerned with reliability, with porting and comp. absolutely no issues. Just blew my mind. No matter which ammo we ran through it, it ran flawlessly the entire time. It feels like a Cadillac with air suspension when you shoot it. It's just the recoil impulse is so soft. Again, can't reiterate that enough. You never lose the dot. The grip feels fantastic. It's not fatiguing. You can run it all day. It's just a great pistol. It'd be a great open pistol. You could do really anything you wanted to with it. I love it. It was a blast to shoot.
Yeah. Sounds like your want list is growing a little bit today.
A little bit.
So your bank account is shrinking and your list of wants is growing. Again, I can't really say enough good things about it. It's really cool to see more premium product coming to market that works, right? Because this is just a pistol that anyone can pick up, throw a dot on it, take it out to the range, and have a ton of fun regardless of what you're wanting to do with it. So pistols ran great. Ton of fun.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed this today. Hope that you are as excited about this brand new Jacob Grey NOX 9 as we are. Again, they're going to be pretty hard to find because I can't imagine that production is going to be super high just due to how nice this pistol is, and demand is anticipated to be extremely high. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you follow us on our social media. We've got YouTube, we've got Instagram, we've got all of the fun stuff. We've got tons of cool product, tons of cool drills, tons of cool photos that we've got guys taking. So make sure you follow all that for more cool content like this. If you have any questions about any of the Jacob Grey line, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below. We do read them. We do appreciate you guys engaging with us, and we try to get back to you as quickly as we can. If you have things that you would like to see next from us, again, we're happy to try to make that happen, get some of those questions answered. So again, leave those in the comments below. Appreciate all of you tuning in, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon for another really fun video.